question, and you should focus on this, that what is iterator and list iterator. So normally list iterator is only available for list subsequent classes. Means if we talk about array list, linked list, vector, stack, all those things. And iterator is available for all the collections classes. So that the main difference. List iterator supports backward and forward both kind of traversal. And iterator supports only one direction, means forward traversal. Okay, basically iterator has next two main methods via that you can perform the traversal, and list iterator has next has previous. So two additional methods for backward traversal. Apart from that, you also have add method and set method in the list iterator. So you can perform the addition and update. Set is for update, so you can perform the set operations. So it is saying that iterator methods return the object of iterator. It returns list iterator, returns the list iterator interface reference. Yeah, these are the main differences, and you can highlight these points because sometimes in the interview they will ask, very rare, but you should know the concept that there is something called list iterator as well, which is basically available for list classes. Okay, so if you have already seen this diagram, collections diagram, list subsequent classes means array list, linked list, vector, and a stack. And iterator is basically available for all the things, means everywhere you can use for all the classes. Now we have set interface, which we are going to discuss today, but we'll see if anything we have missed. So far we have not missed anything. So these are the like interview questions thing. And next topic is like you need to go and create some of the lab exercises. Just try whether it is possible for you. So create an array list. Array list creation is very simple task. Insert and retrieve the value of a specific index. So it is saying that add some values and try to retrieve the value at a particular index. So that also we have already seen that. That's via get method and pass the index number. You can get the value from any index. Replace an element at a specified index in the array list. So we have a set method via which you can replace, means update the value. Search an element of the array list. So contains method is there, via that you can perform the search operation. Okay. So these are the things you can highlight or you can try to practice. Next topic is these things we have already seen, so no need to see again. This is about list iterator. So we have already seen about list iterator. Collections class also we have seen all the methods. Sort method we have seen, copy method seen, mean method seen, max method seen. List method we have not seen. So I will show you this part. That's why add all we have already seen. So list method we will see. It is saying that it is used to get array list containing the elements returned by the specified enumeration in the order to collect the returned by the enumerations. So I have the example for that and I will show you that part. Is there via enumeration. Don't have here example. I will take it from the internet and then I will show you. This is the only thing which is missing, that this is a list and which you can use this method. So let me find examples. Collections is a basically class and it has a list method. And first I will give the introduction about the list method here. Let me open the collections class and go to show view, outline. And we have a list method. EFGH IJKLM. Where is list? Cannot find. EF. Basically, it is enumeration. Enumeration is there. Yeah, this is. You can see here. So basically, you see here, it is a list method and it returns the array list. So it turns the array list kind of things. So how to use it? We have to see some examples for that. So I will try to find examples like CO collections dot list example. So I will look into Java T point. The first one I normally used to prefer. You can see here it is given. Let me copy this and come here. New class. Just rough class I created. And then I will paste the code. So this is collection list example. So let me first rename this. So once I rename it, the first problem is fixed. And then you see here what I'm doing. I'm creating one array list. Okay, so normally I used to prefer left side and right side to be shared. And it asking me to import because it is in the different package and array list in the different. So this one you have to import from the util package. So now it is coming. I just created one array list. After that, I try to create one vector. So same way I will create vector as well. Vector of a string should be generic. Otherwise, you will keep on getting warnings. Okay. You see here what I am doing here. I created couple of elements in the vector like A1, B1, C1, D1, E1. 5 elements I added. And I'm using enumeration. So enumeration, you know, it's a part of vector and then you can use it. So basically you got the enumeration and via enumeration, it has some additional methods, which is you to iterate the vector as you have already seen. So you go to the enumeration and then you can see it has more elements as next element. So basically two methods are there. This returns Boolean and this returns next element. So via that also you can print. So if you have forgot, let me try to show you first that demo. So vector has enumeration and stack also has enumeration. So once you have created the enumeration, whatever the variable you have created, let me like I have created enumer. Okay, it's up to me what kind of variable I want to create. I just created it. And it is also asking for what some kind of generics. So let me do that. Because it was giving me warning. That's why I come to know, oh, it's required something. So this is the variable and via this variable, I will use a while loop and then I can print. While this is the variable, to copy this and one has Boolean value has, you see here, has more elements. And then you try to print enum s out enumer dot next. In this way, you can use enumeration for printing because once you are familiar with enumeration, That so you already have given the demo for this, but since it is coming here again, I just highlighted again. And you see here, the rest of the things I already commented, how it will print the values of the vector. You can see here, it is just printing up. So via enumeration, via iteration, or anything you like, it's up to you how you want to print. But my purpose is that how to use it in collections.list. So you see here, I have the enumeration, and what I will do, I will use it for creating one list. You can see here. So I have this enumerate. I will copy this and I will pass it here. It's asking for import the collections class, so I will import that. This issue will also come. Java.util, I imported that. And you see there, this is a method collection.isList, and it is asking for enumeration. So I already created the enumeration and then I passed it. And the return type of list is array list. You can see here. So I already had the array list. I just assigned this. And after that, I just try to print. So it will print the same way, but I will just comment this because this I don't want to print again. I want to now print with the help of collections.list created array list. So let me run this. You can see here, it is printing. So just a creation of list, but you have to pass what? Enumeration. So first you have to create one enumeration, then you have to pass in the list. And then once it is created, the array list which it will create, then it can just use for printing. That's it. Simple. It's not nothing new. This was one example. So we have seen add all, list, max, min, copy, sort. So these methods are like useful methods we have already seen. Now we have very important topic. It is comparable versus comparator. So before starting comparable and a comparator, it is like, I think 3 classes. It will take around 3 classes. So I will not start this topic. Rather, I will start the different one. So I will go back and I'll show what I'm going to start. I will start HashSet and linked HashSet. So 2 topics I will cover today. And based on that, then I will come back on the comparator and comparable. Comparable and comparator. So comparable and comparator are something very wide topic, very important topic, and like backbone of like collections. Without that, you cannot think of this, that this is in, I would say this is incomplete. But I'll come back on that one because that is a complex topic to understand for you as of now. So just gain your level, then I will take you to that level. Okay. So let me find that we have HashSet. Linked list we have already seen. Collections list. This is linked list. For HashSet. I didn't find here. I will search here. You can see here, set and map demo. Where it is, set and map here. Search is here, but src com set and com dot set and map demo. Com dot set and map demo. form dot set and map. Yeah, it is here. So let me first rename it. Refactor. Rename. Set and map demo. Continue. First, the collections list. So I will rename it as a collections. Rename. COLLECT collections. Set and map. Let me remove and set map demo. So just giving a convenient name so that in future, if anyone needs, they can easily find it. So this is something I have all the examples and I have a lot of examples for you. So first I will go with the HashSet. You can see here. So set interface is there and set has two implemented classes. One is HashSet and one is linked HashSet. So let me introduce the set. So before moving to the set, you just try to recollect the list. So list was like having duplicate elements. List allows what do you call insertion order, means what order we have inserted the value, same order it will print as well. So list is having like those kind of things. Duplicate also allowed, but set doesn't have those kind of features. Set allows only unique one. Okay, null is allowed. Unique is only restricted. It has the unique restriction kind of things. And one more important thing is that set doesn't allow get method. So get method is not there for set. So you cannot use index based something for printing kind of things in the set because insertion order is not maintained. Insertion order is not maintained. It means like entering y you can enter in any number, but printing y it will print in a different order. So based on the what you call memory address, it will occupy something different memory address based on some internal calculation. So hash coding technique is coming and then it is trying to implement. You can see here the name itself is saying that hash set. So whenever you can see the prefix as a hash, it means like hashing technique is applied and hashing technique is used to generate the memory address. So any random memory address will be like generated based on the element and that will be taken for memory address allocation kind of thing. So let me show you that part. Let me close everything here and come to link hash set example. So this is the first example. Or this is something complex for you as of now. Let me take easy hash table set demo. This is something easy. You can see it. So I will use like this. I already told you that I like to prefer both sides same. Although it is allowed, but let's introduce with the set interface. So set is an interface. You go there first. You can see here interface set. It means whatever the value type you want to define, it's allowed. Extends collection. You go there, you can see here iterable collection and then coming as a set. So set parent is collection. So root is iterable collection, then set. You go there on the collections, you can see iterable collection, then set. Like this it is come. So collection is an interface, collections is a class, and collection framework it is called. So three things are there. Don't confuse with that. Now someone is asking what is collection. So you can ask whether you can ask talking about collections class, collection interface, or collection framework. So in terms of like things, these are confusing things. So you can make it clear on the first day. So I'm coming to the set interface. You can see set interface has these methods, but you won't find the get method. So that is the point to be noted. Get method is not allowed. So you can see here add is there, add all is there, clear is there, contains all is there, equal is there, hash code is there, is empty, iterator, remove all, retain all, size. So most of the methods are already same as you have seen. Only you will feel that get method is not there. Size is there, to array is there. So same things you don't need to see again. But yeah, a couple of things I would like to highlight definitely in the examples part. And you just focus that how to use it. Okay. List was having add method for adding the element. Set is also having add method for adding the element. List was having get method, but since it is not providing you get method, so how you will read the value? That's the most challenging thing. So I will show you that there are ways to read it. So for each is there, via that method you can use. Iterated is there, so via that also you can use. So null is allowed, duplicate is not allowed. So you can put some couple of duplicate elements and then you can test whether it is allowed or not. You can see here 1 is there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Null 3 is duplicate. I have put here 7, 1, 7, 2, 7, 3, 7, 4, 7, 5. Let me put couple of more duplicates. 4 also I'm putting as a duplicate. So set interface you have already seen. Now I'm going to the HashSet class. So go to the HashSet class. You can see here the 3 constructors are given. One is blank, one you can size, and one you can size and multiplying factor you can provide. So load factor you can provide. By default, initial capacity is 16. That point to be noted for you. Wherever you can see the hash. So by default, initial capacity will be 16. That is for your information. Load factor is 0.75. It means size will become 12. That's okay. Once you try to add 13th, it will grow. Okay. And multiplying factor is 2. It just grow double. Okay. Load factor is 0.75, but the multiplying factor is just it will grow as a double. So just I will show you this demos as well. Four constructors are there. You can pass the collections as well. So these are the constructors: add method, clear method, clone method, contains, is empty, iterator, remove, size. So these are the methods, important methods of the HashSet. And you try to see some of the examples. Now I'm coming back to the main thing, examples part. So first thing is that you should use both left and right same. The HashSet of generic I defined string. If you don't define generic, you can put integer, string, anything allowed. But generic is just for restrictions, means you are restricting it that only use a string. Now I added couple of variables and let me comment the remaining things what is not needed. Lot of things are there. Let me show you one by one. Just focus on here. And how we will print here? Same way, like how you were printing the array list. Same way. So just pass the set, whatever the name you have provided. So I just provided in the small case set. It's just passing here. And I'm passing the size. So size wise, you will see how many elements we are added. So only unique will be shown. And one more thing I will like to show you, that is very, very important thing. So total is 16. Okay. And you just try to see whether any duplicate is there or not. You can see null is there, 9 is there, 6 is there, 7, 4, whatever. Means random order it is picking up. One more important thing, null will always come at the 0th position. So this is the reserved thing for it. So that is for your information. The insertion order is not maintained. So insertion order is not maintained. You can see here what order I have inserted and what order it is printing. So null is always coming 0. Then 9 is coming. So then S started, S series. Okay. Then small, this is small letters. Then the capital letters started. You can see here. Then 7 1 is coming. So order is never guaranteed. So based on the whatever the words you are providing, and it will generate some hashing techniques and the memory address will be decided like that. So let me show you in the debug mode, then you can understand it more. So what I'm trying to do, right click here and toggle breakpoint. So toggle breakpoint I have added here, and my purpose is to see the demo how it works internally. So let me just right click and go to the debug mode. Debug as Java application. One is run as, one is debug as. So I'm going to the debug as Java application. So as of now, there is no hash, what you call HashSet created. You see this area blank. So let me start here execution straightforward. So first it is created, and once it is created, then what it is internally handled. So this is something important for map is internally implemented in set. So set in the interview, they will ask you that what is the internal implementation. So that is called map. So let me introduce the map part first. What is the map? So I'm going there in the MS Paint. Then I can explain you map. So basically, sheet list you have already seen. This is sheet, and combination of list and set is called a map. Okay. So list is what? It allows you duplicates here. What you call it? I will take this pencil, then I will. Duplicates allowed here. Null is allowed here. Like this. Same way. Set says that in the values, so this was the list, I will say you list. And this was set. So set is having only unique one. You see here, set is having unique U, N, I, Q, U, E. Okay. List is having duplicate. And this is very important interview question, list and set. What is the difference between list and set? So list allows duplicate, set allows unique. List maintains insertion order, set doesn't maintain insertion order. Okay. And like multiple null also allowed, but here only unique, like only one null is allowed. So this is something about set. But when we talk about map, so map is what? A combination of list and set. Okay. So this is called key and this is called value in the map. Two fields are there. Okay. One is key and one is value. So key is unique, same like set implementation, and value is like duplicate of. So values can be duplicated. So map is providing these two features. So set internal implementation is map. Whenever you try to add a value, it implements map. So let me show you that part. Let me execute and complete this execution and come back. You can see your add method is there. So I'm going to the add method and I'm into the HashSet class. So you can see here map.put. So internally it is creating like calling map method. Map things it is calling. So first the key part, it is passing the value which you are passing and the what do you call it? In the case of value, it is passing present. So present is something kind of final value, and that is just object kind of thing. So it is just passes and blank object is created and then it is stored. So since object can be duplicate, so this way it is maintaining. So you can see here objects can be duplicated, means like values can be duplicated. So map is an internal implementation of SDET. So map provides two things, key and value. So key will be like whatever the key I'm going to pass, and instead of value, since I am not passing any values, so it's just creating a blank object and storing, blank object and storing. You can see this, what it is passing. So this is something blank object it is creating and it is just passing. So duplicate is allowed, so should be okay. You see here, what is present? Present is already one object created on the top. You go there on the top and you see. So line number 99, you can see private static final object. So this is object type reference and I'm just passing this reference. So duplicate values can be allowed. So map has two things. One is key and one is value. The values can be duplicate. So every time I'm passing this duplicate, but the key should be unique. Okay. So internal implementation of SDET is map. That is for your understanding. Now coming back and you just see this diagram. This is very, very important. Let me save it for future reference. I'm coming to the chat demo. Let me re-execute in the debug mode because I was trying to show you. Since map came, then I introduced the map part. That what is a map. So let me execute the first line. And this set is created, this reference. Okay. This reference is created and what is internally there. So it has a map. So you can see here. So basic things you will see map load factor is 0.75. By default, it is 0.75. Initial size is 0. And by default, like nothing is stored first time. So it's 0. I'm coming and trying to add one value. Once I added one value, so threshold is 12. Threshold is 12 means this is the factor. And you can see here somewhere you will see 16. So you can see here table is created at a 16. So let me explain the table part. Because here that is important thing. You can see a 0 to 15 indexing this, it is table created. And the first value which you put 1, which is stored here, index number 7. You can see here. You can see everything is null, 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 and but this is having one value. So after execution of line number 13, it got stored at index number 7. So that is not guaranteed, never guaranteed, but yeah, internally it is like calculating the hashing technique. And hashing is a technique for calculating the memory address. So this way it is going to create. And you can see here hash map, then dollar symbol node is there. So that is mean internal implementation of hash map is node. Okay, like you have already seen in linked list. Okay, hash map internal implementation is node. So that's for your information I'm telling, which is having key and value. So value is object that what we are passing present here, and like key is whatever the value you are passing. So I am passing here ONE. So one is key and value is like a duplicate. So object just we have already created object and that the same object I'm passing. And then it is having, since it is a node implementation, so linked list the structure is coming next is there. So this is like high level things. And if you want to know about key, so key is like a string. So it's an array implementation. You can see here. So hashing value is coming as 7479430. So best, this is the hash value of what? ONE. So it is internally calculated. You don't need to worry about how it is calculated. Just for like, since I have executed, so I can see the value. But 79430 is the value for hash for ONE. This is the hashing value, and it is internally division and all such things being calculated. And ONE1 is like character array implementation. So you can see 3 index is created, ONE like it is stored. So this is the high level things. You just need to understand that how it is internally implemented. These things are not mandatory to know, but yeah, since it is there and it's very interesting to know, so I just show you. So load factor is 0.75, and on the same basis, it will calculate the threshold. So threshold set is 12. It means from there I have to grow. This is something called grow factor. So now I'm going to add second value. So you see here size is 2, and you see in the table any location it can be, but no guarantee. First was at the 7th position. Second one came as the 13th position. It's like the total is 0 to 15. So 16 elements can be there. So let me store it one by one, and you can see it will be highlighted. So you will come to know where it is going to store. So now it is stored on the 14th position. Okay. You can see here it is getting stored. 7, 8, 9, 10, and see the null. 0 position is blank, right? Now, when I executed this part, so 0 position is for null. You can see here. Okay. Total size is 11. So let me show you. This is something very interesting here. Going to be. Now I'm coming to the 12th. So up to 12th, it is okay. Size is still 16. But as I added the 13th one, now the size becomes 31. So 0 to 31, it means 32. So threshold is at 24. So now it a growing factor is multiplied by 2. Load factor is 0.75. So this thing's initial capacity is 16. So this is for your understanding that how it is going to store. And values are stored on the basis of hashing techniques. So every element is having a unique hash code, and based on that it is going to store. You see here 7, 3. So if I'm running this, somewhere it will be highlighted and it will be stored. You can see here this position it came. So hashing code is coming like this one. You can see internally it is even it is like same index position. So different hashing codes will be there, and internally it will be like linked list will be created like that. So this is called buckets, index positions. One bucket can have more than one elements. That's why it is having node implementation. Node implementation means it can be designed as a linked list. Let me execute more. So size is what? You can see size is 16. And now I'm printing the value of printed 16 over. You can see here. And then I executed the next part. So it is just printing the entire thing. So now if you expand the table, and then you can see that which one was the last value. So this was the last value. So printing wise it is picking, but storing wise itself it is storing in the random order. Can see, understand, right? So in this way it is working. So now you understand the working mechanism of HashSet. So while storing based on the hash code values, it is stored at the random location, and then while printing, it will print in the sequential fashion. So that's why it is called that order is never guaranteed. The order in which you have inserted the value, that order is not preserved. So this is the big difference between what you call list and set. So in the set, when you enter duplicate value, what does it happen? So this is also interview question. You can see that new value will override the old values. Okay. New value will override the old value. Yes, it will not throw any error, any exception kind of thing. Rather, it will just update the values. Okay. So duplicate also getting updated at the same location. So now I'm completing this and coming back to the normal programming. So you have any questions still here? You can ask. HashSet. Anyone has?
No, I don't have.
I hope you understand the HashSet. That's why it is called hash. Hash means what? Means something hashing technique will be there. So never random means every time random order. So no guaranteeing of ordering kind of things. Okay, hashing will be applied here. So that's the main important thing. And every what you call collection class, or you can see here, hash code method is always there. Because it is present in the object class. So that's why it is coming everywhere. And in every collections class, they are overriding this method. Somewhere hash code method will be there. See somewhere. Next. Exactly, it is not coming here. If I off it, then it is not there. It is present in the object class. So from there, it is taking that. Every class in Java, like the object class is the parent class of that. So hash code method is coming from there, and hash code method is like written in some other language, and it is basically helping in generating the hash code. So if you want to see, I can show you in the java.lang package. Again, since it is related to hash code, and that time we were very new to understand the hash code method. So just I'm going to the java.lang package. You cannot see the code of that hash code method. Java.lang. We have an object class. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, O. You can see it. So hash code method is there. So this is the parent class of all the classes. So hash code is already coming there. And you go there, you cannot see the code here because it's a native method. So native method is what in Java, that code is different, like developed in different language, maybe C, C++, or like any Pascal or whatever, any assembly language they have developed, and they have integrated in the compiler. But to use it for the public, like how you will use, so they have given it as a native method. So means code is not here, but you can use that to generate the hash code. So this method is like usually widely used in all the hash classes. Everywhere you see hash classes, you can understand that this method is widely used there. Now coming to the HashSet. So suppose that this is one way of printing, but some loops should be there, right? How to print it, and get method is not there. So how you will use it? So normally we will use iterator, and based on the iterator, I can print. You can see here, I have used iterator, and iterator, like how you will use the reference dot iterator. List iterator is not there. So only iterator you can use. And based on that, it will automatically create it. Consider that like this. So we'll just remove this and again write it for you. So this is the reference variable I have taken. How you will use iterator is very simple to use. Just paste this, then dot iterator. So once you have iterator, just try to store it in some local variable. So I'm using it iter equal to, and what is the data type of this? Just create a local variable. You will get like this everywhere. Now I can use iter instead of set.iterator. I will use iter, and this is my loop. I will use this loop for print. So you're already familiar with this, just or demo recap kind of things, because in list part we have already gone through the duplicate detail part. And I'm just printing it. Could be okay. This will be printed via iterator. This will be printed via normal print. You can see here the output I'm getting. This is via iterator, and this was with the normal. So normal printing will like print this big bracket you can see here, and the iterator will just print a manual ways. It's up to you. Second way is advanced for loop. That's if you want, you can use this one also. Advanced for loop. So all the list, stream, everything is present. For each method is also there. So everything used for printing. So this is the third way. The third way said that use the collections here and the data type here. So you already know that the name of the collection is set and the data type is a string. So I put it here, collections name ACT, data type here, and just a local variable I will take in S. So this will keep on pointing each and everything, and one by one you can print. So either you can use it this way, or either you can use this way. That's any way you can use it. It's up to you. So let me run this. Can you see here? Output wise, it is giving you the same output. Like how it was giving you the same output I'm getting with this cell. So we have already seen these things, nothing new for us. Now we have other methods to see. You can use the stream and everything is present. There is no restriction. The stream for each every method what we have already seen. Think of all those things you can use. There is no restriction. Lambda, streams, everything is applicable. It's up to you how you want to use it. Those things we have already seen. So no need to show you again. Just a demo purpose I have showed you. So now we have remove method as well. Same like list method. List we have seen already that before removing, what is the value? And after removing, what is the value? I just want to print. You can see here. So we just see the demo of iterator. So no need to see it again. Comment it. Either print the set, then this is not needed. Comment it as well. See here, I have removed two values. So one is there, it will be removed. Hello is there, hello is not there, right? So it will not throw any error, I believe. And then it will just remove method is a Boolean method. So based on Boolean method, you can calculate whether it is successful or unsuccessful. Okay. So first time it will be successful, second time it will be unsuccessful, but not through any exception. But after that, when I print it, I will get the output without any one. Okay, let me execute this. You can see here one was there in the top list, but in the last list, it is not there. So that's the thing you can understand. Now we have a clear method. Clear method you already know will clear everything. Retain method, remove all. These things you already seen. So it's same like less, so nothing new. Just you need to understand the concept that how internally it works. So after clear, just try to print that how it is printing. Let me copy this and paste this. Just right click, run as Java application. You can see it is empty list. So I have used clear method, so it will be empty. So again going to the hash sheet and seeing whether anything is left. I think it's okay. Remove method already seen, size method seen. Hash code already seen. Clone method I have deliberately leave it because clone is something clonable interface we have to introduce. So that will be taken care in the last things. Contains method is there. So contains method is important one. You have to know that. The same like list only. Just I will give you the demo. Before this, I will try to find something. It's out. Control space. ACT dot contents. One I will use positive value, one I will use something negative value. So this is something I am expecting false. Second time I will use valid one. You can see here false and true. I'm getting as expected. So it is false and true. You can see this part. You already see this. This is working as expected. So now again coming to the set. So collections don't support set. So don't try to mix this. Okay. Collections class I'm talking about. HashSet size we have seen iterator is empty. Is empty at last after clearing you can check whether it is empty or not. So set dot is empty. Is empty will check whether it is empty or not. So based on that it is return Boolean value, so true or false. It is saying true. And initially also after creating you can check whether it is empty or not. It is saying true. Here also it is saying true. And randomly after entering any one value, you can check false. So correct. We are getting the expected output. So this is about HashSet. So we have seen the internal implementation of HashSet and all such things. Conceptual was very good. And that's all for today. Anyone has any question, then they can ask.
No,
I'm
Rajiv.
good.
But then good to go. Then let's try to see the video and then try to practically implement it and try to understand as much as you can. And still, if you have any doubt, you can reach me out. So next class will be on Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Raju.
Rajiv.